Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's unboxing video of the new Force of Will Structure Decks for the Lapis Caster. So this one is the Wind one, Swarming Elves, and I will be going through all 5 of them in different videos. And so if you're interested in those, feel free to have a look. But my name is James and I will just be showing you everything that's inside these. So as you can see, which is very unusual for considering the last sets, we do have dice in this set. Now these do come in handy. We have seen use for them in the light deck so far. I'm not sure about future decks, but I know they weren't useful really, apart from the force counters in the fire decks. But it's good to always know that you're allowed to use dice. So here we have two halves of the deck, should I say. One is shiny and one is not shiny. So I will just be showing you what's inside each of these. And also just to note, you also get 3 starter decks, 3 booster packs, 2 little guides and a playmat, which is very useful because it shows you the zones. So opening this up, there we go, there we go. Okay, so we have Aria, Friendly Vampire. So just get that a bit closer. So she has Barrier. You can pay 1 darkness. This card cannot be targeted by darkness spells or abilities your opponent controls. And other wind J resonators you control gain +200/+200. So it's an interesting one. She's fairly weak for a 3-drop, but giving everything else a buff and having Barrier does help a lot. So you get 2 of those. Get Fifth Sing as our J ruler, and so it's Fifth Sing, Master Magus of Holy Wind. She's an 800/800, and other elves you control gain 400/400. That is a nice buff straight off the bat. And whenever you play a second card each turn, put two 100/100 Wind Elf Resonator tokens into the field. So this card game is finally getting into tokens as well. And that is very good, so you just bring out lots of little cheap spells and you can just keep on gaining and gaining lots of elves, which is really nice. And elves you control gain +400/+400. And then on her ruler side, we have Thief Sing, 6 Sage of Wind. She has Judgment, and so her Judgment is 2 wind and 3 anything. And she also has Energize, which means if you go second in the match, you get a little counter which you can discard to use for a wind, a wind will. And then whenever you play your second card of the turn, put a put a 100/100 Wind Elf Resonator token into the field. So that's a really nice ruler. Probably one of the best, but she does have probably the weakest stats out of them all as well. So she does have some problems. But anyway, we have Great Holy Sealing Wave. A chant, choose 1. Put target resonator with total cost 2 or less on the bottom of its owner's deck. Torrent. As you play this card, if you played 1 or more other cards this turn, it gains the following text. Put target resonator with total cost 4 or less on the bottom of your owner's field. Okay, so you can do it twice if you've done Torrent. That's nice. And Home of the Sages is a addition which you can tap to produce light, fire, water, wind, or darkness, which helps for the card that needs you to produce darkness for the barrier effect, and play this ability only if you played a card this turn. And it also has rest and pay 2 to banish this card to draw a card. So if you're ever just stuck or you don't need any of this anymore, you just get an extra card in your hand, always helpful. Sacred Elf, tap her to get 1 wind, always useful. There's always, wind is one of those strongest elements, attributes in this game, and they always just have such great cards. So Spirit of Wind, 2 cost, flying. When this card enters your field, if you have 2 or more cards were played this turn, recover target magic stone. Tama, Familiar of Holy Wind. When this card enters your field, draw a card. Banish this card. This card deals 200 damage to target Resonator. Torrent Elf does not have Torrent. When this card enters your field, if you play 2 or more cards this turn, draw a card. It kind of does have Torrent, but without the keyword. Okay. So, twofold chant. Quick cast, cancel target spell unless its controller pays 1. And Torrent, cancel that spell instead. See, this is the thing with Wind. They've always got such good cancelling abilities, which makes them very highly played and very annoying to combat. Vampire Hunter Christine, a familiar face. So, when this card enters your field, if you play 2 or more cards this turn, this card and target J Resonator your opponent controls deal damage equal to their attack to each other. And with 1 Wind, this card gains plus 200 until the end of turn. Play this ability only if you have a J ruler. Only if your J ruler is Feithsing Sage of Wind and Feithsing Master Magus of Holy Wind. 2 of those. So Whispers from the Wind. Quick cast, reveal the top card of your deck. This turn you may pay 1 wind less to play your next card if it shares the same name with the revealed card. Draw a card. And then 5 Windstones. So as you'll see through this next half of it, you'll get 2 of everything again, which is really great, but you won't get the J Ruler. But there are obviously some really good cards in here that you will want to have 4 of in even your normal decks, so it's really nice. Okay, so that is everything from the main part of the starter deck, but there is also these these booster packs, which I won't be going through too thoroughly because I am doing a booster box opening as well for the Curse of the Frozen Casket. But if we find something good, I will go through it, because if it's something good, a good super rare or ruler, we might not necessarily get it in the box. So just go through all these. Oh, let it focus. Okay, so it's just as random as normal booster packs are with this set, because when I opened the light one, I got 2 super rares and a ruler. So it's all just luck based when it comes to opening packs. So they haven't made it worse because it's a starter deck or anything like that. It's the same as you get in a box. Oh, so we get super rare, which is also foil, which is very nice. He is Glorious the Silver Knight. It's quite obvious why people are expecting him to be Lars, because he's always trying to protect Charlotte, and he's just, from what we can tell, male strong knight. So, and he's also wielding Excalibur, which obviously doesn't mean he's Lars, but it's interesting. So people will say, "Oh, he's Alice instead," but I don't know how I feel about that idea. Anyway, so it's quick cast. When this card enters the field, destroy target J Resonator that dealt damage this turn. Very nice, it's for bringing it out on your opponent's turn. And pay 1 fire, this card gains plus 200 attack and first strike until the end of turn. So this is also why people think it's Lars, because of the fire, which... Oh, you only get 1 of them. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm looking through a booster pack, what am I thinking? So yeah, the fire attribute helps people to think that it is Lars. Another foil. So yeah, pretty good. And the last pack. This is interesting. This Madoni actually. There is a new this Bloodlust, which means this card must attack if able. So that's a new little keyword. We've only seen it in Madoni, I think, from what I've seen. So yeah, there's a decent amount of cards in here. I should probably put these on the screen just to show you how big the pile is. Yeah, again, we didn't really see any use for dice in this one, but dice are always useful to have. So anyway, that's everything from the starter deck. I hope you enjoyed watching. Just remember that everything you see here can be bought and sold on Big Orbit Cards. And if you have any questions about ruling or whatever, just feel free to leave a comment down below. So, I will, like I said before, I'll be doing unboxings for all the booster box, the booster box and all of the starter decks. So be sure to look at that if you're interested. And I'll see you next time. Bye.